My name is Tim Kelly, and I'm president of Fort Ross Conservancy, board of directors, working with Sarah. I want to echo Sarah's appreciation for our wonderful hosts, bringing us to this place and helping us to handle all the little challenges of travel. I'm still in California time, so I woke up at about 4 a.m. and had a beautiful morning run along the river. It's a very gorgeous spot. And speaking of gorgeous spots, I was very blessed to have grown up in the hills around Fort Ross. So Fort Ross has been in my blood and in my heart my entire life. And I've been very fortunate in this current role to be able to introduce that place to many others, to share it with many visitors, and I'm very honored for all of that. Sarah's right, Fort Ross can bring out the best of people. When the news is discouraging or politics are too cynical, there's something about that beautiful, wild spot on the California coast that reminds us of something deep and raw and honest in all of us. The person-to-person interaction that Sarah spoke about is, I think, very critical. And it's part of what I see as the essence of the Fort Ross spirit, which is the sort of synthesis of self-reliance and collaboration. There's a poignant reminder of this to me a few months ago in the Fort Ross region. As many of you who've spent some time in California or have connections there know, about 6 months ago when we were dealing with the wildfires, right in the midst of when we were having this dialogue in California, there were a number of very large blazes threatening the North Bay region that Fort Ross is in. Enormous property damage, destroyed thousands of homes, and in the midst of this, when people were feeling overwhelmed and unsure if they could handle it, a fire broke out in Fort Ross, in the ridge right above the fort itself. And at that time, fires were spreading quickly. And so being a sparsely populated region, there was no way any of the bigger fire departments in town had resources to send up to this little, rural region on the coast. And yet, fortunately, the locals, the volunteer fire department, was able to respond quickly and contain and extinguish the blaze. While a few acres of trees burnt, there was no other damage beyond that. And so this epitomizes the essence of Fort Ross. When the bold Russian explorers came there 200 years ago, they knew they couldn't wait for help from the other side of the world. They had to rely on themselves. And at the same time, they also relied on the Aleutians and the Kashaya-Pomo, vastly different cultures that nevertheless shaped and defined Settlement Ross. So I think these are important lessons to remember. When we see daunting challenges facing the world, we cannot just passively wait for others to fix it or save us. We must act ourselves promptly with all the courage and energy we can muster. And our ability to act is significantly increased if we can work with others, and perhaps especially with those from very different cultures than our own. So the collaborative work we tackle is happily not just solving problems, it's also the creative act of building a better future. And the future at Fort Ross does look bright. We've been hosting more students than ever. We're planning a race to bring athletes from all over to the park. We're working to develop and actualize the goal of a classroom and lodging facilities so students and other visitors can stay longer and have a more in-depth connection to the park. As we embark on these next few days of human-to-human interactions, I hope that we can all embody that spirit of Fort Ross and see what we can learn from each other and what we can build together. Thank you.